Welcome, clever friends all around the world to Clever Live yet again, where we take you deeper into the world of Bitcoin, crypto, blockchain, crypto, NFTs, and the clever ecosystem. To start off, I'd like to pose a simple question. What is today the most popular blockchain for NFTs? Think about that. There's a huge dominance out in the blockchain space for NFTs. And despite all drawbacks in the current usability of Ethereum's, talking about fees, transaction speed, congestion, and more, NFT transaction value on Ethereum still dominates the market by more than 85% this spring alone. So you can just think about the potential for interoperability, because today you cannot transfer an ETH-based NFT easily and very comfortably as a user to, let's say, Binance Smart Chain, Cosmos, or Solana, or any other rising NFT platform. And today we will be talking with a very interesting project from Vietnam that is aiming to solve the interoperability problem of NFTs by building something they call an Internet of NFTs. Aura Network is a layer 1 NFT-centric blockchain. It focuses on-chain optimization for NFT use cases, helping artists and other content providers to create a new user-friendly experience with their digital assets. Their vision is to create a one-stop destination for minting, evaluating, querying, and transacting NFTs, and to become a pioneer in NFT infrastructure in the future. Let me welcome Aura's CTO, Long Nguyen. Long, welcome. Seem to have a bit of an audio problem. Maybe we take out the. Let's try again with the without the headphones. Let's see. You have the settings there. Long. There we go. Now we can have audio. I can hear you. Long. How's it going? No, Long. It's not coming through. You need to go to settings. That's the beauty of live. Still, we checked everything in front, made sure everything was working, but
Hello,
apparently.
hello.
There you
Yeah,
are. Long. Welcome, my friend. How's it going?
good, good. Sorry for the technical issue. Nice to meet you. Hello, everybody on the stream.
Pleasure, pleasure. Thank you for coming and sharing what you're doing at Aura, and of course, what we're doing together as we are positioning ourselves to be a validator on your mainnet and displaying you in the wallet and many other things coming. But let's start like we usually do here at Clever Live with you. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself, your professional background, and what Aura Network in essence is all about?
Right. Thank you. So first, my name is Long. Like long and short. But yeah, I'm Long. Actually, I never intended to be a social or like public KOL person. Normally, mostly doing the tech work. But it's very helpful, and it's an honor for me to be here to share all of what we are doing in Aura Network with you and with the Clever community and Aura Network community. About myself, I'm from Vietnam. Um, I have been in the IT industry for a fairly long time, around more than 10 years. Uh, but previously, before doing crypto, I worked in mostly enterprise development and enterprise software developments, doing a lot of outsourcing for for a lot of companies. In 2018, we do have some projects on private blockchain. So since 2018, I did a lot of enterprise blockchain work using Hyperledger Fabric from IBM. And we did quite a lot of project there with our previous company. And it was from 2018 until 2021 where we actually think that okay, the enterprise blockchain is in declining, and we have all the best people, all the best talent, and all the most innovations of the scene is on cryptos and Web3. So we decided to move on, moving away from the enterprise scene and go into Web3 and crypto. And by that time, NFT was like really popular. It was like really popular in the first few in the first quarter of 2021, right? And and then we see that yeah, there is like great technologies, and that is exactly what we want to do, to bring this kind of technologies to not only enterprise but also SME and also to the end users as well. So that's why we create this new project called Aura Network. It was from October last year, and we start fundraising, um, and then everything like happens when also we have a lot of difficulties as well. Like since the market's going down, and there's a Terra Luna problems and all the things. But anyway, we are still keep building things, and uh, let's hope that we can really go into really deliver all the things that we want to that we promise to our investor. Yeah, and with Clever, of course, like I think we know each other since I think it's in April or May or something, and then all the things that we do together since with marketing campaign, validators, helping us with technical issue, consulting us from how to build a community and so on. We are very grateful for that, and I think we share a lot of similarities in the ethos of both projects. So hence this meeting. And I have to say sorry since I never do live stream before, never ever. This is my very first time. So yeah, just forward any kind of awkwardness or anything. Right.
Long, it's a pleasure. First of all, it's been great working with you guys. Also seeing how the tech team has been able to assist you, and also how to build out your community. It's a, of course, pleasure to share our knowledge. But first of all, you're doing great. Live streams are all about just being you and nothing else, and delivering everything that you guys are working on. So let's talk a little bit more about that ethos and the values that I also see a lot of synergy between Aura and Clever. What are the ethos and the values that Aura project brings, and how does that reflect into your products?
Right. So we have not that many ethos, but we coming from a very traditional fintech background and doing enterprise software. A lot of the things there, we don't think the current Web3 ecosystem or the current Web3 scene is have that kind of level yet. So what we are talking is about first is the user experience is really complicated in this field, and in particular, it has to be mobile friendly. Like if we count how many crypto Web3 projects have a very friendly mobile UI and UX, right? There's not many.
Very
There's
few.
no there's no optimization for mobile at all. Meanwhile, I think in Vietnam, or I'm not really sure in Brazil or in any other countries, but in Vietnam, everybody's use smartphone, like almost everybody. And I think a third of that use have Binance app on their mobile phone or some kind of wallet like MetaMask, Coin98 wallet or Clever wallet and some other local wallet. Uh, but beside of that, there's pretty much no dApp, no nothing. Maybe um, maybe move to earn app or something, but no, right? So NFT is a new thing, and we really want everything that we do. We want to push the UX, especially mobile experience, to the limit a bit, and so that's the first one. The second one is we want to be sovereign. We built our own chain based on Cosmos. It's not because we don't think the other chain is good, but because that is the only way um, we can bring innovations. Is not only in smart contract level, but we can bring innovations in the native chain module level as well. So we write some new modules to optimize for NFT and to push the limit of the technologies on that. And yeah, I think, and also interoperability. That's the key things here. We are not really shy into to be compatible with existing standard or existing um, Web2 portfolio of some other people, like, or even like with other kind, or even others blockchain platform. So we believe that in I think in 2, 3, or maybe when the technology become a little bit more mature, there's no difference between each blockchain platform anymore. People don't really care. Okay, I'm running my dApp on BNB or Solana or Clever or Aura. It doesn't really matter. The matter the most is you have an app. It can connect to whatever chain it is, and the NFT they have should be available on any chain. They can easily move that everywhere. If I have some new app coming from another chain, I should be able to move my things there and do all the stuff that an NFT holders should have, right? So these are the ethos that Aura was uh, we are trying to build on Aura.
Fantastic. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, we've built over the years, focused primarily on mobile, garnered millions of users through that standpoint. And it's the most natural evolution, not just for crypto, but most definitely for NFT. So it's really interesting also to see how you guys are going to achieve that. So let's jump into what new elements Aura brings to the NFT scene, and what exactly are you at Aura building under the hood? And if you want to share your screen with the community, that would be great.
Yes. So I did prepare a slide. Sorry, I'm very traditional. So I did prepare a slide. Oh, it's is it? Wait, let me share my screen. Did you see my screen?
Not yet. Something seems to be off with the screen. It cuts in half.
Oh,
Let's try one more, and if it doesn't, you can try on doing a tab on the when you choose the actual. Try closing and opening again, yeah. And if not, we'll have Warren bang out the file from his
much
side.
better now.
But let's try. No, it's not better now. Let's try to get it down and share again.
Yep. Stop sharing. Oh,
Let's see how it goes.
better.
It usually takes 3-4 seconds to come out on Restream. Let's see. Yes. Perfect.
Oh, really?
All right, guide us through.
Yes. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, since I use this screen, so it's a little bit. Change my. Yeah, let me change the. This one. Okay. Right. So this, you can see this one, right?
Yeah, but the problem is, I think, as you the sound quality goes down a little bit. So make sure to speak slowly so everybody understands.
Okay. So what building in Aura is, we try to have to build our own ecosystems for NFT. Starting from the infrastructure layer, where we build Aura chain on Cosmos. Then we issue tokens on not only on Aura chain, but also bridge access to other chain as well. So BNB is the thing that we are focusing at the moment, but probably in the future there will be more like Clever, Ethereum, or Solana, or whatever after that. We collaborate with a bunch of other crypto projects to build a lot of the apps, and I will walk you through some of the things that we are building. So a lot of the things we are building is on testnet, is on the testnet level at the moment, but yeah, we will see. Right. So the first one is about the network. We launched first testnet on April, called the Serenity testnet. And the second one we launched is in July, we called the Euphoria. What's special about Euphoria is we bootstrap a lot of external validators, well-known handpicked validators. Clever is one of them.
Indeed.
And KYC as well. In the program, really bootstrap the network first, and then we plan to release the mainnet by September this year. So just next month. We do so as an NFT chain. We do a lot of optimization for NFT, and one of the things that we want to optimize it in the payment process. So normally when we do NFT minting or transactions, we need the native currencies of the chain to do all of those stuff. So basically, you have to know crypto before you want to do anything, right? And how you approach crypto is still very complicated for the majority of the users, right? For example, when we launched the IDO last month, in order to purchase our tokens, you have to go through 13 different steps. It's 13. So the first thing you do is go to a centralized exchange, buy some USDT, and then you swap the USDT for BNB, and then you swap the USDT for the Launchpad tokens, and then you withdraw BNB and the Launchpad token to your wallet to attend the IDO, and then you do staking. And after staking, you can buy with BUSD. So you have to go to the centralized exchange again to buy some BUSD, to buy some Aura, and then like it go on. So 13 step to just buy some tokens. And with
Yes.
NFT, there's no way. Yeah, with NFT, there's no way people want to do that. There's no way. You add another extra 13 more step with NFTs, and nobody is going to use that. So this is what we call the primitive for payment in our network. For example, you have the NFT creators. Okay, but she doesn't know anything about crypto, but she know NFT is something cool. She's an artist. So what she want to do is that she gotta say, I want to mint 1,000 NFTs, and I will pay in cash for somebody to do so. Probably about $10. Like way too expensive for minting an NFT. But if you think it's a good NFT and she doesn't know anything about crypto at all, it's a pretty good deal. Or even 10,000, it doesn't matter. So somebody in the network called the launch partner will accept that. We write a module called the Aura fee grant module. That means the launch partner will sign transactions, say, okay, I grant you 10 times of mint in specific smart contract, and As long as you use those 10 mints, you can interact with the contract anytime without paying anything in crypto. So that's a cool thing. So that's very straightforward, right? So the next time the creator can just call the smart contract, call the mint functions without paying for any transaction fee. So she doesn't need BNB, she doesn't even need Aura, she doesn't need it at all. She already paid the launch partner $10 in cash before. And then, of course, the launch partner will pay the transaction fee using Aura. Now, the nice thing of this is the creator now can go with a fully regulation compatible way of paying for minting NFT, right? She basically go to the internet, use her credit card to pay for some service. And then in exchange, she got the NFT on the blockchain. And that's the story.
Without
It
ever
is,
using crypto.
yes, there's no crypto involved in this setup, right? Well, she need a wallet, of course, but she doesn't need to have Aura in that wallet. She need to install an applications, but she doesn't need to do anything after that. And if we think about this, it is not just minting. Basically, minting is just calling a function in the smart contract. So basically, we can think of this as every other transaction type can be done this way. So you can transfer the NFT without using the crypto balance. And then somebody in the backend still pay for the transaction fee. So all the crypto ecosystems still live like that. Like you have a way to generate income to not only crypto, but also the launch partner who are like half and half, like both crypto firm or like, and half is a traditional digital service provider.
And
So
before you
this is one.
continue, who do you envision are these launch partners? And
Um,
like,
it
for
can
instance,
be anybody on the chain, right? Anybody can accept cash and grant people their service. So this open up a new kind of business model. Like you can be anybody of course, like dealing with cash, you have to register with all the things. So it has to be regulation compliance. But well, as long as you have your community, you can be the launch partner of the community, right?
great.
Yeah. So that is one thing. The white paper is coming. I could not say for how long, since I'm kind of a lazy writer, but it is coming. It is very soon.
I
um,
read your previous white paper. It was very interesting.
okay. That's that one is more like a visionary paper. This
Indeed.
one will be more details with formulas and stuff. So our currencies currently we launched our ideal currency on BNB, but when we have mainnet, we will move to the mainnet. Right? Let's go to some of the things we are much better to talk about. So in Aura, we have the official wallet. So if you are a Cosmos users, normally you know Cosmos user, everybody use Kepler wallet. However, in Aura we think that a wallet should be multiple chain compatible and multiple crypto ecosystem compatible. So Kepler is only specific for Cosmos, but we have a lot of things. We have Aura in Cosmos, we have Aura in BB, probably in somewhere else. So a wallet that support multiple chain, multiple ecosystem is the key things here. And it has to be mobile friendly, of course, right? So at the moment, Coin98 is our go-to choice. Of course, like if Clever support Cosmos in the near future, we're gonna work with Clever as well. But at the moment, it is Coin98. About Coin98, it's a pretty well-known wallet in the south in Asia, and also one of our very main partner. We also think about how people view transactions and see their their NFT on using like Block Explorer, and probably at the moment, MinScan, which is the default Block Explorer on Cosmos, is like everybody use MinScan, but we don't think that is what we want to be our Block Explorer. So instead, we built our own Block Explorer. It had a lot of mix between the UX of MinScan and Etherscan, where like a lot of people are very familiar with Etherscan and BSC scan, right? So we mix this kind of UI and try to improve on that. So we try to improve on the mobile experience, tokens, code tokenizings, and all this kind of stuff. So later on, if we have time, I can walk you through a little bit of the UI of the Aurascan that we built. We will be more, like uh, we will give you more information about these tools. And the nice thing of it, you know what, it is compatible with every single Cosmos chain out there. So so you have an alternative solutions, fully open source. Is it fully open source? Fully open source for every single chain out there, and even EVM support is coming as well. So now you have also alternative choice, or like instead of Etherscan, BSC scan, you have this as well. Yep, so compatible Cosmos, mobile friendly, and a lot of things. And it's very fast. Why it fast? Because yeah, later on we'll come to why it's fast. We are also building our tools for multi-signatures. So multi-signatures is a pretty I think it's a pretty underrated features of a given any blockchain. I don't think many people use multi-signatures, and since like mostly we have our own cryptos, but we don't really think about companies who want to use cryptos, and funds, and like even in a group of friends who want to use crypto and to protect their NFT, for example, to protect their funds. So we built our own multi-signatures applications. It is inspired by Gnosis Safe, but we don't use any smart contract. Everything is native implemented on chain and on the native chain. So there's no smart contract involved, so you don't have to worry about sending your funds or sending your NFT to a contract. But this is like a very powerful feature of the Cosmos that we are using.
Yes, and it's interesting. It's also something that inspired one of our caps, so our clever apps. One of those built-in features in the clever chain is multi-signature. And once
Yes,
again, it's you don't send any information off to a faraway smart contract lying on top of a virtual machine. It's still instead on
on the
chain,
chain.
everything on
Yes,
chain. Exactly. So it's great to see some synergy there. Yeah, please do continue.
yes, yes. And it also compatible with a lot of other chain as well. So currently we are building this to support the EVMOS, which is the first EVM based Cosmos chain. Atom, of course, which is like Atom is a default Cosmos blockchain, and also like all other chain which is using Cosmos SDK like Juno, Osmosis, Stargaze, or any other change on Cosmos can be. Okay, so one of the things that we really think that need to be improved in the NFT scene at the moment is the indexing service. So you see that when website load up and when the wallet load the NFT UI, it's really slow. There's a lot of reason for it. Like the first reason is IPFS or is really slow to display anything. It's really slow, and it is acceptable where in in the US or in Europe where you have a good internet connections. But if you don't have local caching CDN service or local server to serve videos or like high quality graphic, it is pretty difficult to use this one in life. So it's very difficult. So that's cool. And also all the other kind of queries, like if you want to query how many tokens of a given token type these users have, or if you want to query all NFT of one users, um, it is pretty difficult. Like normally only indexing service like Etherscan can do this kind of things. It's really difficult. So that's why we built our own indexing service called Horoscope. It is again open source, fully open source indexing service. It is built with the enterprise software in mind, like architecture in mind. So like if you look into the code of this, it's like a lot of junky microservice stuff. But we take a lot of inspirations and experience from our previous and a lot of our previous project in dealing with big data and for enterprise. So the horoscope is very fast. It basically indexing every single thing on our network. It is also compatible with every other Cosmos based chain, so you can run this on Atom, on EVMOS or anything. It scales horizontally. So this is very important. Normally, people query the blockchain by going to some API or RPC API of the node, of the blockchain node. And there's no way you can do horizontal scaling on the blockchain node. It's pretty difficult. You have to have the bigger machine serving like more queries, more indexings, and it's not good if we want to build simple applications. It's not very good. So horizontal scaling, it is very fast and efficient since we synchronize everything that we do, everything that we index into a Mongo database. And then we serve all the RESTful API, GraphQL APIs on top of it. So you can do all the queries you like on top of the very well-known database technology. Is It's still building. We are still building it, but it is the central piece of Aura where we can serve everything out of it. Yep. And yes, because we are talking about an NFT chain, we have of course marketplace on Aura. It's a basic things. We we don't do a lot of much innovations on the marketplace or we call the NFT hub features. As it's fairly normal. It's an it's a tool for NFT creators and also people want. So it's we adopt the metadata standard from OpenSea and Solana NFT, which is taken from Metaplex. I think those are like the best at the moment. We really love this metadata of those two projects, so we try to adopt those in the Aura Hub. We also have a storefront service similar to Metaplex or like similar to some other tools out there to allow creator to make their own store with their own domain outside of the Aura Hub. It is possible using Cash natively without using a third-party partner through the Aura Figurant module. So this is very important since like a lot of payment like third-party pay or centralized exchange, they are prohibited in some countries. It's not easy to pay in cash in those countries. But with the Figurant module, basically somebody else pay for the transaction fee through cash, and then like people don't need to worry about the transaction fee or and so on. So it is of using cash on this Aura Hub, and then a lot of things like auctioning, multiple in batch, third-party marketplace intelligence, or whatever coming from that. Right? So yeah, so those are the things that we are building, and I think from now until we wanna live the mainnet on September, so probably October, November, and I mean within this year you will see all of these launch in production.
Fantastic. Thank you for that show. We were going to talk about mainnet and testnet, but we're running a little bit out of time because we've shared a lot of information here. Maybe you want to guide us through. Do you want to do a live demo on one of the products?
Oh.
Was it Horoscope?
Yeah. No, it could be Aurascan. So
Aurascan.
Horoscope. Yeah. So Horoscope. That's only command line interface and and development things. So I don't really think that is suitable for them.
So let's do Aurascan and kind of guide us through here.
Yes. So if you are, I mean, you all in cryptos, right? You are very familiar with Etherscan. So I can show you MintScan as well. MintScan. MintScan, which is for block explorer of Cosmos, they are very good, available for all the Cosmos chain. But we want to take everything to the next level with Aurascan, right? So you have very, I think, common features of a block explorer. You see all the transactions, you see authors, right? For example, you see all the validators, you do voting governing in here, right? Similar like here, like you can do voting, pretty much anything. But then we take it to the next level. We make it personalized. So like personalized. So I can connect to my coin wallet here. You can. Oh, my internet is a little bit slow today. Okay.
Maybe if you remove MintScan, might be dragging a lot. These streams take a lot of CPUs, first of all, so it's anything that can be removed is always good.
Yes. So when we connect the wallet, then it will be your account page. This is in redesign. We want to redesign this into kind of a social profile of users. Like you can show your face here, you can do a lot of customization and things here. You can have a social profile. And with
While
the
keeping your
custom,
privacy, if you can choose to keep your privacy,
yes,
right?
yes. But yeah, it can be linked to a name service provider as well. So you can, and then point here. A lot of people want to show the NFT collections anyway.
Indeed.
Similarly for validators, we are also redesigning this so that you have a little bit of achievement place where you can have sobar where you have like achievement like validating 1,000,000 block without or something. It's very fun there. One of the most important thing in here is contracts and tokens. So contracts here is well, basically this is the Etherscan level of dealing with contracts. So people can upload and create the smart contract on our network, and then they come here to verify their contract source code. Yep. So if I come here, so a contract becomes so when the first time when you create a contract, it is unverified, right? Normally you can go to then you go here and verify and publish, which is pretty normal things when you are dealing with EVM based chain. But one of the things that we are trying to think is to our mainnet should be verified. It doesn't mean that we have somebody there to read your contract, no, but we will have an automated process where you have to verify, I mean, to open source your contract source code in order to deploy. So yeah, it's not like somebody is like auditing your contract. It's not like that, but you have to be open source, right? So at least like if you do some malicious thing, or if you want to break something, we have the source code to trace back to where it is, to where is the problem. So yeah, after you verify the source code, so it become like this, right? It's verified. It is built using some specific compiler versions. Like information is here, everything's nice and clean. The second part is about the tokens. So this is still in development, but we think about a lot of tokens. Like for example, this 721 my NFT here. Uh, like all the informations you normally see on Eatscan will be here, like with the same user experience.
Mhm.
We do change a little bit, but we want to retain the what we really think, which is the state of the art of the UX on tokens here. So now you do have an open source version of Etherscan. It is fully open source. That's one thing that I have to like remind people about this. Um, Tokens things, and let's see a little bit on the mobile version, right? So we do here. Uh, yeah, I will choose iPhone 12. So you see, it is fully optimized for mobile. You actually can install this as a progressive web applications on the mobile phone, and it will becomes very mobile friendly website, similar like an app mobile applications. Right? Everything is, um, I think our designer have and our analysts have put a lot of effort into the mobile UX of this particular product. Um, yeah, I think we do have a lot of offer, and we do have a lot of collaboration offer in providing Aurascan for other projects. So not only Cosmos based, but as I told you, like EVM based projects. Now they don't have that many options coming to Explorer on EVM. Actually, there's a few open source out there, but these qualities, none of them can become comparable with Etherscan or BSC scan. So yeah, hopefully this will become a good alternative, choice for these projects. And yeah, once we have this user experience to become familiar with users, we really think that this is the way um, to push NFT and push crypto to the mainstream users. So yeah, that's a very quick
Fantastic.
demo about it.
Yeah, and it was very comprehensive, although it was quick. We're very much looking forward to welcoming you guys deeper into the Clever ecosystem. But where can any of our community members find you guys and more info? Where should they visit and where should they go?
So you can go to aura.network, which is our homepage. We are very active. So scene. So previously, before doing I don't use Discord or Twitter at all, or Telegram. Telegram there's few, but no. But we train ourselves to be more active in those platforms. So I'm trying to build my Twitter, and so just go to our network, find all our social link there. You can follow my Twitter account as well. I'm trying to be a little bit more active on there.
Sounds good, Long. So before we go and let you go, and first of all, thank you, of course, for the long presentation. What excites you right now most about the stage that you're in, Aura, and moving into the future?
I think there's because we are NFT focused chain, but most of the thing we are building is infrastructure and primitive module. So when we are done with those, we can enable a lot of other projects to build on Aura with a very high quality. Uh, So like for example, primitive on payment, you don't have to worry about the payment and compliance with regulations in specific country anymore. So you can really push on business developments, really push on providing more services for mainstream users. And it is actually very fun to build it, like after like more than 10 years of building enterprise software, doing something like this make me and my whole team, we we are learning new things every day, like it's not like doing complex report or maintaining some website from god know when anymore. It's fun, it is fun, and I think that's what drive us to bring more quality projects on our things.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Long, for coming to the show and sharing Aura and your experience, both from enterprise, but also how you use that today. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody. Love to see you again, and please support our network and Clever as well.
Pleasure. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in, whether it's live or after the fact. There's a lot going on in the Clever ecosystem. There's so much happening in the next just few weeks, including a Clever camp in Brazil. So stay tuned for a lot of news incoming. And until next time, my friends, your only limit is you.